Hey guys, Al here, Vitalize Seed. Today I wanted to do just a quick video on my quick reference guide and how I stay organized for winter and then going into spring planting of 2024 because I'm getting ready to be planning for my Nitro Boost planting, which I'm really excited about. So behind this sheet, I have all of my soil tests. So every year I submit my soil test to Ward Labs and I go through and then I save them. I have a whole file for years on all of these fields, or some of these fields are newer, but you get my point. But I find it to be really cumbersome to be out in the field, if you will, excuse the pun, but out in the field and be looking and going, flipping through pages and going, wait, what's the pH here? Like, I don't want to have to do that. I want to be able to jump on the tractor. I have my PTO spreader. If I have bags of pellet lime or whatever, I have bags of Vitalize Micros or whatever I might be wanting to add, and I can simply look at my quick reference guide and go, okay, big plot, I need to make sure that I get some high calcium lime there, and then if I want to go into the details of that, I can then go and flip to that page and see, okay, the reason I chose high cal lime is because my calcium and magnesium base saturations aren't where I would like them to be. And then I can decide, okay, how many pounds am I planning to get? Most likely, if I'm buying lime, I'm buying it within a budget. So if I have $500 to spend on dolomitic limestone, I'm going to buy that $500, and then I'm going to go and say, okay, which fields have I notated need dolomitic limestone for 2024? And maybe I have $200 that I put aside for high calcium limestone, just throwing these numbers out as an example, and then I'll simply do that. And then maybe I had $1,000 that I wanted to spend on the Vitalize Micros. And then, of course, I'll notate which areas I'm going to be putting those micros down through that spreader with the lime as well. So that's what I've done. I've gone through here. Obviously, almost none of these fields have had Vitalize Micros, so I will be adding those. That also has the gypsum and humics base to it as well as just kind of bumping up those micros in the soil level, which I'm really excited about. All else on these fields, this is all they're going to get other than the Vitalize Nitro Boost. And we'll probably play around with our fish fertilizer as a foliar spray, but this is all these are going to get. So I thought this might be helpful for some guys, whether you're using the Vitalize system or not. I think it's really interesting, or useful, I should say, to have this quick reference guide so you can simply look at your fields and just make quick notes. Okay, big plot, high cal lime, I'd like to add some micros. As you can see here, I had added a bag of micros to the big plot in 2023, and I put in here what I want to review where my micro levels are in 2024. I'm not just going to waste, putting the micros down there for no reason. I could always put them down later. It is a good time to add them with the lime. I like to add them now with the lime, but just so you know, that's kind of where we're at. You can also see in, where is it, High Point. I know that I limed High Point in 2023. I know I did not do the full recommendation just based on time and budget. So I put on here, I know I can add a little bit more dolomitic limestone. It's not going to hurt anything because the pH was like 6.2, if I remember correctly. Again, I could flip to that. But what I also can do is then I can say, okay, I'm going to add a little bit more, but then I'll make sure, because I put this little note in here for myself to know in 2024 to really pay closer attention, because that might be off the list as far as needing to lime later in 2024 or in 2025. So that's my quick reference guide. It works for me. I have all the soil tests then behind it for that previous year, or in this case, 2023's. I also have a whole folder with 2022 and so on, so that if I wanted to go back, I could. And it allows me to do quick work out in the field and just have a kind of a quick running summary of what I need to get done. Hope you guys enjoy that. Hey, if you like the content, please share, subscribe, and follow along. We really appreciate y'all checking us out. You can learn more about our products at vitalizeseed.com.